traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Arcep and David Aldridge.
Well, guys,
yeah, some lean years in Brooklyn, partially as a result of that transaction. David, as always, thank you. And both teams tonight, Clark, love to run the offense through the posts. A lost art in many ways. You don't see it that often now.
Yeah, you don't, because the game has changed in that back-to-the-basket post players aren't as prevalent with the three-point shooting and space and pace game we see most teams employing. But you also think about the rule changes. You're now allowed to play a little bit of a soft zone in the NBA. I think that sometimes negates the post player from being an effective facilitator.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Bulls 5 right now. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard sets. And it's Allen in at the small forward position.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Russell against Dunn. Got a piece of it. LeVert the pass to Russell. Shot clock at 5. And a miss there on the triple. And so Allen will bring it up for Chicago. Well, everyone wants in on AI right now. Easy to see why with this story to the NBA, and sponsors are just throwing themselves at him.
And, guys, the latest move for AI, Reese's Puffs. They saw an opportunity to work with a rising star and then just jumped at it.
And, you know, not a guy you want to send to the foul line. Levine, one of the best in this league for his age.
Here's Russell. Connects in the foul line jumper. Russell's got his first points of the night.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
The defense just gave him that one, and you talk about starting on a high note. Didn't seem to respect his mid-range J there.
Here's Allen. It's blocked.
And, you know, a strong physical defender, when Carroll's in the area, he's got good timing to block shots.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Russell kicks to Fareed. Pass to LeVert. Russell left side. For 3. Hits it from three-point range. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
And you can call him 3-Angelo. I like that, because he's going to be doing this for a long time. 3 deep for 3-Angelo.
It'll be fun watching him, you're right. Here's Allen. Great touch on the 16-footer.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
LeVert the pass to Allen. Outside, Russell. To the inside. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And Dunn with the slam.
Boy, if you don't stick Dunn, he'll burn you, and badly. Great quickness down the floor.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 2. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think, Greg, they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Allen, that's good.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
LeVert the pass to Allen. Here's LeVert, guarded by Levine. Russell dishes to Fareed. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Well, you look at Allen, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Russell against Dunn. 6 to shoot. Pass to LeVert. Tries to snap the cold streak. Carter pulls it in. Chicago leading by 6.
Well, I tell you what, if you're a fan of the Nets, you've got to like the job the front office has done. When they took over the team, it was stuck in a quagmire of losing. Now, the fans have some hope as they're building towards success.
Good on the triple.
Where was the defense? Come on now. Where was it? No idea how they gave up that open a look.
Russell against Dunn. Here's LeVert, looking for his first basket still in this one. It's Carroll on the wing. Oh, good with the triple. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. We are far enough into the season now to determine the true contenders, Clark, or do you feel that isn't revealed until closer to playoff time?
No, I think you start to narrow that list down right now, Kevin. I mean, you begin to see which teams are capable of making runs in the playoffs. And obviously, anything can happen between now and the playoffs, but the teams that are going to be there battling, you get a pretty good read on who those teams are right now.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Here's LeVert, guarded by Levine, stolen by Allen. And here we go again. The Bulls in transition. Up the court they go. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago on defense. It's a 13-point game. Carroll against Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
And, Greg, it'll be a long day for them if they keep this up.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Yeah, and the confidence really at a high level. Very impressive. They feel like this game is theirs, dominating right now.
Russell with the bucket. Chicago leading by 13. Dunn kicks to Allen. Over Russell. Second chance shot. Here's LeVert. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And here is Allen from 12 feet out. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Allen. And that's now 7 points for Zach LaVine. Russell finds Allen. Now Carroll. Dunn covering. Nets passing it around. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
Looking now at the numbers for Carter. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. Putting up about 10 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Davis is checked in for Kenneth Faried. Harris comes in for Damari Carroll. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. And Allen with the block. Here's Dinwiddie. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Davis, the pass to Russell. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dinwiddie. The Nets get it back in a new 24. And that one's good by Davis.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Done outside. Allen against Harris. Allen passes to Carter. And it's Parker in the corner. Over Davis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Parker's got his first basket of the night.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Down low, outside for Davis. Outside Russell. Back to Davis. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Cans it from downtown. That's 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Russell against Dunn. Over Russell. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Rabs checked in. Then for the Bulls, Bobby Portis is checked in for Carter. Justin Holiday comes in for Zach LaVine. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Dunn. And there's a foul called on Allen Crabbe. That's his first foul.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Passes it to Holiday. Allen against Harris. Unloads from 13. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Davis dishes to Dinwiddie. Now here's Crabbe. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Kicks to Dinwiddie. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Holiday finds Allen over Harris. Allen's shot is off.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game, hey, but unfortunately they came up empty. You know, Allen Crabbe is a strong shooter, and it's fair and accurate to call him a 3-and-D type of player. He came into the league known mostly for his defense, but that had fallen off for a spell. Fortunately, he was able to get back on track and be a two-way player of some value.
And there's the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Crabbe. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford.
Nets trail by 5. And last season, Crabbe heard the complaints, Clark, about his defense and used it as motivation.
That's the way you have to do it, Kevin. I think constructive criticism is really the last thing you want to hear, but it's really what you need to hear if you're serious about getting better. And to Crabbe's credit, he took that constructive criticism to heart, went to work, and he's gotten better as a defender.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Dunn and LaVine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at the small forward. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He had 52 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
And they double up Russell. Inside, here's Fareed. Carter with the block. Allen kicks to Levine. Misses the three. And it's Carroll with the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 9 points. And it's denied.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good stride. The defense did not do a good job guarding that one, Kevin. Don't know how he missed that layup.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
The Bulls shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight. As we take a look at the power forward position, Clark, one you know very well, who are some of the more underrated guys at that power forward spot?
Wow, underrated. You always run into some interesting names when you think about underrated. You know, I think a guy that perhaps has finally found himself with the talent that he came into the league with is James Johnson down in Miami. He does a little bit of everything, had one of his best seasons this past year. Taj Gibson, I think, is undervalued for what he brings in toughness, shooting, and defense.
And Russell gets it to go.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Levine passes to Carter. Inside. Here's Allen. Takes it from 10. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint and stolen by Dunn. To the middle. Here's Levine and the jam by Levine.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Russell looking it over. He kicks it to Carroll. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Chicago leading by 13. Allen outside. Pass to Markkanen. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Clock at 6. The 10-footer. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
It's Carroll on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Levine, good.
Boy, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
Knocked loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Well, a lot of tough teams in this league. Here's where Brooklyn sits right now.
And points off turnovers, not a stat you look at every day, but with their position at number 3, worthy of note. They're very opportunistic.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Here's Allen. Again, Chicago.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Russell kicks to Carroll. Back to Russell. Here's LeVert. 14 points from him the last game against Boston. Harris outside. They They need this. Trains it from beyond the arc. Harris has got 9 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Carter kicks to Dunn. Allen inside. Harris is there. Another shot, and Allen puts it in. Allen's got 8 here in the quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
5 seconds left here in the second. And so it's the Chicago Bulls taking... We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. Allen is out there with Kenneth Faried, and it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Unloads. Rebound by the Bulls. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. LaVine and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
You know, if you're guarding LaVine, Kevin, you have to respect how quickly he can catch and elevate. I mean, this guy can bounce like he's on a trampoline.
Allen passes to LeVert from 13. That one off the back iron and out.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Tipped away and stolen by Dunn. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Tell you what, the length of Dunn really creates problems for the opposition. He's so good at getting his hands in the passing lane and coming up with steals.
To the paint, here's Allen, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. One of the buzzwords we hear all the time now, Clark, two-way player. But when you were out there, everyone had to be, it seemed to me, a two-way player.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's interesting when you see some of these terms that come into vogue. There's not much that's new under the sun in terms of the game. And clearly, two-way players were as valued in the past, even before me, as they are now. I just think it's part of the language of the game now where it's more prevalent.
Just 5 to shoot. LaVine finds Allen. Basket counts. Allen's got 18 points in the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
A difficult situation to be sure for Brooklyn. Russell with it. 16 points for him. Stolen by Allen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Pass to Russell. Kicks to Faried. There's the triple. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Markkanen, good.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for LeVert. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bulls. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by LaVine. Fareed dishes to Dinwiddie. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. It's the Nets now. Fareed outside. Passes it to Carroll. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3.
Boy, a sluggish, muddy start to this second half. Still scoreless.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
A fadeaway. That's good from Allen on the assist by LaVine. LaVine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Dunn. He's putting up about 12 points a game, over 2.5 steals and 6 assists. And you look at his gaudy steal numbers defensively, he makes his presence felt on every possession.
And you know what I like about it, Greg, is he gets great position, then uses those quick, strong mitts of his to rip the ball out of there.
Now Allen. He's got 22. Portis, the pass to Allen. Shoots over Carroll. Here's Lopez. And Allen with the block. Here's Dinwiddie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. LaVine for 3. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fareed outside. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. To the middle. They need this one. And Fareed throws it down.
Those quick feet of his allow him to get out of the screen extremely fast. Fareed, difficult to stay with in the screen and roll.
LaVine finds Lopez. Here's Allen. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Allen's got 24 points. The Nets have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
I can't find an excuse for letting Dinwiddie get this positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you're toast.
Allen dishes to LaVine. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Good work there as it goes. LaVine's got 9 points now in the quarter. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Chicago.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Inside, and LaVine throws it down.
Well, LaVine is 6'5". He's extremely athletic, and I think just merely scratching the surface of his potential, and so far, he's still on fire.
And guys, Kenny Atkinson, a coach who has a knack for player development.
Yeah, he does, and the players' improvement on this Nets team speaks to that. I mean, Atkinson has done a terrific job. Well, we know LaVine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Russell with a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Russell's got 19 points.
Can't give up these looks. I mean, the defense has to be more aggressive guarding the perimeter.
Shoots from the baseline. LaVine can't hit.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Hey, you know, Kevin, that's what you want to see. Strong passing inside, leading to the hoop.
And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Bulls. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That matchup falls in the middle game of this three-game trip. And Allen with the block. But they get it back. Lopez passes to Allen. Back to Lopez. Kicks it out to Allen. And it's Lopez at the elbow. And another shot. Allen outside. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Levine can't hit. The Nets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Russell. And Allen with the block. And he recovers it. Outside Russell. Back to Carroll. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. It's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Down low. And Allen with the block. But they recover it. And it's Russell in the corner. Second shot opportunity. Great D that time from Portis.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Well, you see the confidence growing in Levine. It's palpable. Each year he takes another step toward being a better, more efficient scorer.
And there's the pass to Dinwiddie. Off the left rim and out.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Russell kicks to Fareed. And Carroll now atop the key. Allen left side. The Nets working the ball around now. And it's Russell missing.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Payne looking around. Dishes it to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket.
Here's Russell. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Allen finds Portis. Brooklyn making some changes. So for Chicago right now, Allen is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Payne. Then there's Valentine. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. And good that time. Allen's got 26.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Poke loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot. Well, you look at Allen. He's out in front in the East. A superstar talent, certainly worthy of accolades. And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Bobby Portis has checked in for the Bulls. Payne kicks to Holiday. Here's Allen. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 28 points for Allen.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And slam dunk by Allen.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
dunk
that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
And it's Graham missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mark, you've always been a student of the game. You've seen a number of guys do a great job of changing styles as they've gotten older in the game.
Yeah, that's always fun to watch. I think about Magic Johnson. I think about Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
Right.
You watch these guys, and there are a number of other guys, too. I mean, those come to mind pretty prominently. But again, it's about a concession to who you are for real, not who you used to be. And I love seeing guys play more on the ground when they were high flyers earlier, or add a jump shot when they were drivers. Those are neat evolutions to see.
Shot to stop the run. Foul on the play, basket count, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Boy, I like the way Russell used his body there, finishing through contact, and he'll go to the line for a three-point play opportunity.
And when D'Angelo Russell is on the floor, he's looking to attack at every chance he gets.
Yeah, he's a smooth operator now. This guy has all the tools. He's best, though, I think, when he's challenging defenders and probing the defense. Such a skilled and gifted passer. He's got a nice blend of speed and has gotten stronger, which I think is really an asset for him. He can get a little streaky at times, but when he's on, you got to ride his wave because it's a good one.
Crabbe kicks to Graham.
And nothing's been easy for them, especially in this half.
Pass to Holiday. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
One of those ongoing discussions about adding a fourth referee, Clark. Would that help us, you think, call the game more accurately?
No, it would just crowd the court more.
Right.
I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? There's a human element to everything we do. Calls are going to be missed. We've grown and gotten better in highlighting different aspects of calls, being more transparent about it. The video replay, I think, has been more good than bad in the game. There are going to be mistakes. You make them, I make them, the referees make them, coaches make them, players make them. We can't totally eliminate the human element of the game. A fourth official would not add to the ability to get more calls right. They're getting 94, 95% of them right now. You think another official is going to move the needle? Come on.
Portis, the pass to Holiday. Fade away. That's good from Allen on the assist by Holiday. 34 points for Allen.
And they've had assists now on their last three baskets.
Up top, Russell. The three from Dudley. Chicago grabs the miss. Portis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Allen, and he uses the glass on the layup. Allen's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Crabbe kicks to Dudley. Pass to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Allen. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Count the basket. Allen's got 38 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And here is Crabbe. The dish to Russell. And they double up Russell. Here's Crabbe. That shot misses. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
Allen's shot is off. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Clark, we know of your involvement with college basketball, calling the Final Four. College teams occasionally change conferences here in the NBA. There's talk of eliminating conferences altogether.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a bit of a traditionalist here. I'm open to change, but I think there would need to be more rationale behind the change than what I've heard or read. So I think keeping it the way it is fine. So that tradition aspect of it is what I'm hanging my hat on. Anytime you try to manipulate matchups, though, to me, is walking down the wrong road. So in my opinion, we should stay with the conferences for now.
I like that thought.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
It's stolen in transition. Here come the Nets. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
To the inside, Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Dinwiddie passes to Dudley. No good on the three. Chicago's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Allen. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And just breaking the spirit of their opponent. 3 straight times this year, this win is going to give them a perfect 3-0 record with 1 left to be played on the season against Brooklyn.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Allen.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Dinwiddie kicks to Allen, passes to Dinwiddie. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Allen. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Allen outside. Again, Chicago.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
Takes it from 10. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. 8 feet away. And another one.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent